was tatted. You gotta be quicker than that.
What's going on, everybody? So we got to the track on Friday around, I want to say about 6 o'clock. I wasn't even planning on making it down there Friday, but my boy Grady at work covered for me, so I got to leave a little bit early. I had worked most of the night before, so wasn't running on much sleep, but one of them rains can take care of that pretty good. So we got there Friday. The goal was to get AJ's car caught back up to mine. That way we got 2 killers in the class. I had done some testing that he wasn't able to make because he was at work the weekend before. So that was the goal. It didn't really play out. I'll show you why. So AJ complained about the car overheating on the way back, and you can see the radiator is splitting, which generally means head gasket. So on my car, I just wanted to make one pass while I was there, while the surface was bare. There was no prep. The thing about Hobbs track is, once you do a burnout past the line, normally the surface comes around. The tricky part about Hobbs is the right lane has a bunch of bumps in the 60, or probably about the first 100 foot. The left lane's pretty smooth, but Hobbs preps the right lane for their test and tune and doesn't prep the left lane. Or if they do, it's very light, because they want a no prep lane and they want a prep lane. And it turns out to work pretty good. It equals the lanes up pretty good. I wanted to make sure the car would go down bare surface for the next day. Make sure the tune-up worked. So what we did was we added 80 pounds of lead in the rear, and we loosened up the front shocks 2 clicks on the rebound, and it just went right down like nothing nothing happened. It was just, didn't care. So Saturday rolls around, we bought into True Street, we get up there, and there's $1,000 on top of 6.0 index, and it's a $100 buy-in, and there's 2 cars in it so far. I was like, I'm gonna buy into 6.0, get a test hit, and probably lose $100, but I normally buy into small tire and get a test hit, so why not? We bought into 6.0 as well. I had convinced Nate to give me double my buy-in back already, but then more cars ended up joining after I did. So we drew a black 3rd gen turbo car in 6.0 index, and we drew the guy I can't stop drawing. I don't remember his name. I'm not good with names. Me and him had a long conversation, but I'm not very good with names. It's a red pro-charged F-body, which when I was backing up, I heard him purging it a little bit, so I think he made a few upgrades. But we drew him first round in True Street. So the run order is 6.0 is going to be last, but they're giving the time trials first. So my plan is to take that 80 pounds of lead out, and we're going down first, so it's a bare surface. Take that 80 pounds of lead out and see if it goes down. If it goes down, it should be a few hundredths faster, probably 5 to 8 hundredths faster. Shout out to my man Poland for lining me up. Got a Poland sticker. He Poland me. Letting off at 3:30, we went at 579, so I knew we had to let off way earlier. Second round, we drew a Turbo LS Fox body. I believe it was a big single. So once again, we're using our 6.0 index hit as a test hit, so we absolutely swung at it. A lot more boost, a lot earlier. So they called us up for True Street. I'm up at the starting line. They called us. He called 3 times within a matter of 5 minutes and said I was DQ'd if I didn't get up there in 5 minutes, is what it came down to. It came about every minute he was saying 2 lanes. He said 2 lanes twice, in the burnout box once, and then said if I'm not there in 2 minutes, I'm DQ'd. And I have the buy run. I've never heard of anybody getting DQ'd for the buy run. So I go up there. I made it just in the nick of time. Make my pass. I told Leslie I was a little aggravated. I should have been, it wasn't her that was doing it. I should have been a little bit more calm with her. I apologize for that, Leslie. So I roll up there, make my hit. It doesn't go very good. I turned it up more and it didn't like it. So then come back around. All I did was drive back around, and I was going to break the beans in 6-0 because it was back to back. They literally wanted us back to back, so I had no time. So Natalie tells me, which is my girlfriend, that the dude who was running the event told her that he didn't care if I wasn't there in time, and he disrespected her. So I went up there and told him that wasn't going to fly, and told him 5 minutes wasn't going to fly. I needed more time than that. And he told me that if I didn't like it, I could leave. So when he said that, I told him I'm going to take my portion of the payout, and then I'm going to leave. And that's when Jamal stepped in, which is the owner of the track. And the guy ended up apologizing to us, me and Natalie, which I don't need an apology. I just need 10 minutes. But he definitely needed to apologize to Natalie. So I thought that was good. And all turned out to be good. But Leslie did an amazing job. Leslie Varner, she did an awesome job putting out fires all night long. She didn't get a whole lot of credit for it. Apparently it wasn't her event, but in my opinion, she's the one that made it, so good job to her. So we still have to race now. We drew Parker, which he has a big cube LS with a Pro Mod 98, spraying it down track 2. It's gonna mile an hour a lot. So we turned ours way up out the back. Just want to take a quick second, shout out my boy AJ, Dylan, Zach, JC, Cooper. All of them came out and supported. It was an awesome time hanging out with y'all. I appreciate it. Limit 40 pounds of boost out the back on Hobbs. Does not like it. Also, there's a 330 sensor that went out, so I think Outback got a little dirty. My boy Mike Winder has taken care of us though, and had made sure that it's not going to happen again. So we got some sensors, some traction control, and we're going to get that installed on the car to make sure that don't happen again. Traction control probably would have caught that, and it would have been a very close race. A very close race. I was about 3 mile an hour shy of Parker, I think, on 35 pounds of boost. So I'm hoping 40 would have made it up, and we would have been about even. But it didn't. It hit the tire instead. So awesome race of Parker. We are heading to go pick up my new small tire car right now, heading to Tennessee, 18-hour drive, which will be in the next video. I think y'all are gonna like it. I'm sure y'all have seen a glimpse of the style of car in the background of my shop in some of the videos. So that's a hint. Y'all comment, like, and subscribe. We got merch on the way, shirts. We got some hats still. Message me on Facebook or Instagram, Bailey Brothers Racing, if y'all want some. They are $20 a hat. Still working on shirts. So we'll see y'all next video.